This is the Veterans History Project in partnership with the Library of Congress. Today is July the 14th, 2004, and this is the beginning of an interview with General John Norton at the Ramada Inn in Woodstock, Virginia. General Norton lives in Basie, Virginia. He was born April the 14th, 1918, and is 86 years old. My name is Patricia T. Redmond. I am a member of the Frederick, Maryland chapter of the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution, representing Maryland and SDAR. For the record, General Norton, what wars did you serve in?
I served in World War II, and I served in Vietnam.
In what branch of service and what was your rank?
In World War II, I served as a captain in the beginning of the war, and when the war was over, I was a lieutenant colonel. In Vietnam, I was a major general. In talking to my grandchildren and trying to give them a sort of a neat capsule of my military experience, I always sum it up by saying, in 1935, I enlisted in the Virginia National Guard as an infantry soldier. 40 years later, I retired as a lieutenant general, having been in the airborne infantry and in the air cav in Vietnam.
General Norton, will you tell us how you got started in West Point?
Well, it all begins with my having two wonderful parents, good role models, and my father had served in World War I as a frontline artillery officer. He had a lot of narrow escapes, and he had a very profound influence on me as a young man growing up. At the age of 13, I knew I wanted to go to West Point. I knew I wanted to be a soldier. I knew I wanted to be an Army officer. So we sat down and we calculated the best ways of doing this. In 1935, I enlisted in the Citizens Military Training Camp at Fort George G. Meade, Maryland. There I learned to do KP for 60 days. I learned to go on the rifle range, and first time I fired the rifle as a left-handed person, the bolt came back and broke my nose. I learned how to take orders. I learned how to roll my leggings, my puttees, and in spite of all the harsh treatment, as soon as I got back to school, to Norfolk, I enlisted in the Virginia National Guard as a private. I've sometimes told people that I reached my peak as a PFC in the Virginia National Guard in 1936. Then I got interested in competing for an appointment to the military academy. So in 1936, I took the competitive exams for Senator Carter Glass out of Lynchburg. I made a big mistake. At the top of the paper, I said, for which academy, and I put both. And I got some special preparation on Naval Academy subjects like physics and chemistry. And as luck would have it, the newspapers came out later and said I'd been awarded an appointment to the Naval Academy. And my father said, well, how did this happen? I said, well, I knew you didn't have the money to send me to college, so I figured I could go to either school. I canceled out on that program. I called Senator Glass and told him I really wanted to go to the military academy. So then I took the big chance. I enlisted in the regular Army. Across the water there at Norfolk, there's a post called Fort Monroe, where I was actually born. So I joined the Army in 1 July 1936. And we had a real good prep school. It was run by West Point graduates. And at the end of the year, there were 22 regular Army appointments made to the military academy. And by diligence and hard work, I was fortunate to get one of those appointments. So in a nutshell, I arrived at West Point ready to soldier I arrived at West Point having been well grounded in the Army and even the life of an Army officer.